Hey, yeah, so the next game I want to show is Balatro, which is kind of similar to the previous game that I showed. It's quite simple. It does involve cards. It's also a roguelike. So it's honestly, it's big number gets bigger. There's little kind of modifiers that you get, but it's a nice, just simple pick up, quick, have a quick play and put down again, but it has depth for if you want to dive deeper into it. Now, I know that not everyone likes poker. Some people have some kind of bad associations with it. I just want to be very clear, this is not poker. It has poker window dressing. So it uses kind of like the language and the art of poker, but it's not poker. This is very much a card roguelike, kind of like a dungeon crawl, which I know probably doesn't sound very exciting, but it's very well executed. This is a very tight and very fun interactive game. So it will use poker terminology, but there's no gambling, there is no bluffing, there's no betting. It is just simply like oh, I know what a straight is, I know what a flush is. And obviously it uses just a regular deck of cards, but we're going to be manipulating that. Before we jump in, I just want to quickly say, game speed, you could turn this up. I guess you don't have to do it quite right away. This is all super basic. There's no... yeah, it's not a super demanding game. It runs on just about anything. It's on Android. You can pick this up for like $10. It won tons of awards. This was a huge deal in the indie scene. Developed by one person who just created a cool system that was just really enjoyable. Yeah, cool. So we're gonna start off. We'll do a new run. We can just use the first deck. So they're different decks, they give different bonuses. We're not going to worry too much about that. We're just going to do the first one. And we're just going to do base difficulty. Just so that you can get like a first time picking up the game sort of deal. So let's just go ahead and play. And so yeah, you have your small bind, your big bind, and and a boss. So we're not going to worry too much about this. Basically, each round you need to just score more points, and that's all you really need to worry about. Cool. So you start with a bunch of cards, and I need to get 300 points. I have 4 hands, 4 discards, and we're not going to worry about all this yet. So just this part here, which is going to be our points, our hands, our discards, and the points we need, and our current points, of course. What does that all mean? Well, let me just get a hand going. I usually like to go for the first one like a straight or a full house. Nice, we got it. So if you're ever not sure, if you're not familiar with poker, or just in terms of its its language, it's all here. And it gives examples. That's what a straight flush is, 4 of a kind, full house, flush, straight, 5 cards in a row consecutive. Pretty self-explanatory, but it's all here, and it kind of tells you the points. So we see high card, which is just doesn't have any of the above. It just ranks the highest card. That's not going to be worth really many points, whereas a straight flush, so consecutive and the same suit, of course it's going to be worth quite a lot more, but it's a lot harder to get that sort of hand. So in our case, we've got a straight. So we've got king, queen, jack, 10, 9. Play that, and boom, we've got our points. Nice, cleared the first round on the first hand. You get gold for the leftover hands, the unused hands that you play. So it's in your best interest to try and score the highest points that you need. So there's a couple of things going on here. The simplest way that I can kind of expose you is you have an area up here which is reserved to what's called jokers. And jokers are going to give modifiers to certain hands played or cards played to that will help us get more points or more money, which more money means more stuff. So this is where you start to see that this really isn't poker. We're going to be totally fucking with our deck and modifying things. So this, yeah, it's the poker is window dressing. Really, it's not really what the game is. So this joke here, earn $4 if poker hand is a flush. Poker hand changes, so whatever one you benefit gold from changes at the end of each round. So that's a good one. We want economy. We want to get more gold early, which is going to allow us to buy more things early, which is going to allow us to scale faster. And now you have packs here. So that was a single card that we bought as a joker, and it's going to sit in our little joker area. And now you can buy packs. This one gives you a playing card, which goes to your deck. At the moment, our deck is just a standard old playing card deck. But you can start manipulating that. I can start putting in more kings. And so now I go for more like 3 of a kinds, 4 of a kinds, more regularly. In this case, we're just going to go for jokers. Jokers early on are quite good. They're going to give us easy, accessible, powerful bonuses. And then we can worry about manipulating our deck once we've got a bit more money and a bit more time. So we're gonna see what we get. So this is randomness. When blind is selected, destroy joker to the right and permanently add double its sell value to the multiplication, the plus multiplication. That's not really too helpful. That's going to be destroying our jokers. We don't want that just right now. Re-trigger each played 2, 3, 4, or 5. That's nice and simple. That's just going to give us more points and help us clear rounds. So let's do that. Cool. And we're out of gold. We've only got 2. So let's just jump to the next round. 450 is the points that we need. Now, we have a benefit here for flushes. And we also have a benefit for 2s, 3s, and 4s, and 5s. I'm not going to worry about this too much, but getting gold early is quite good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort this by suit now. It looks like I've got more hearts than anything else, so I'm going to just discard anything that's not a heart. We got unlucky. That's alright. Let's try again. Yep. Unlucky. Let's try again. There we go. We got a flush. So let's just go ahead and do that. So that's going to give us some gold. Bang, bang, bang. They get re-triggered, giving us extra points. So we didn't quite get to 450. That's okay. We still got three more hands to play. Right, now what do we got left in our deck? Clubs and hearts and diamonds. Okay, so the spades are not going to do us too good. Let's try go for a clubs flush. Nice, we got it. Let's go ahead and play that. It's going to give us another 4 gold. So we played another flush. Boom, and there we go. It's now cleared that round, and we get all our gold for that. Cool. Gold is good. We like gold. Plus multiplier per tarot card. That is quite good, but not good right now. I'll explain what tarot cards are later. They're probably not too important just yet. Let's just pick up this one. Played face cards give more chip points when scored. So let's just pick that up. It doesn't synergize well with this. As you see, this is benefiting from cards 2, 3, 4, and 5, and this is benefiting from face cards. It's fine. We're just going to try and get points. As we go on, we're going to try and we'll figure out a synergy of the types of hands that we want to play. Now you have permanent benefits. Now these are technically permanent. They stay here, but you can only have 5 jokers. However, the permanent benefits are quite good, and they're worth, if you can, picking them up. Because obviously, the more permanent benefits you have, the stronger your more. Yeah, it's just going to help you. Consumable slot is certain little effects that we can have on our cards. We don't have any right now, but they will be useful. So I'm just going to buy this. You don't have to worry about too much about what this is, but we're going to increase the amount of they're like items. They increase the amount of items we can have. If this is like equipment, then this is like items, if we were going to use like an RPG sort of term. Do we want a tarot card? I don't think so. Now, straight flush. No way we're going to get that. So let's not worry about that. All spade card. Right. Now, the first 2 rounds are pretty normal, and you just get your points and you just move on. The boss will have some kind of little curveball to them. They'll have some kind of little they'll turn off a certain mechanic, and it'll just make it a bit more difficult. So all spade cards are debuffed, so that means that they're not going to score any points for spade cards. So that should be fine. That should be fine for us. I don't think that's going to be too much of an issue. Right, so we don't care about flushes anymore, unless we can get a straight flush, which is very unlikely. So we'll just go back to rank. If in doubt, I just typically go for a full house. Full houses are pretty simple to get. We might be able to get a straight though. 2, 3, 5, 6. Let's go like this. So let's get rid of these, and we'll try go for kings and 5s, because we're going to get more points for our face cards and more points for our 5 cards. So let's just get rid of those. It's not too helpful. Let's just get rid of those. There we go. We got 3 kings. But we want a full hand of cards. You can just play 3, but you get more points by playing more. That's still not particularly helpful for us. Now, of course, the spade cards, they're not going to score any points, and all their abilities are disabled. So, spade cards are not particularly good. There we go. So we got king, 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 5, 5, 5, full house. So it's going to give us... So what we have here, I didn't explain this before, but the blue area are the just base points, the chips. And then the red area is the multipliers. So it's going to be 40 times 4. So this one here is going to give us more base points for these, whereas this is going to re-trigger. And of course each card gives a base point depending on the type of card it is. So 5 gives 5 points, king gives 10, 8 gives 8, 6 gives 6, so on and so forth. So we'll go ahead and play that. So we should get extra points here for our kings, and our 5 will play again. Ooh, we didn't win, but we got another full house here. 9, 9, 4, 4, 4. So a pair and a triple. They're nice and easy. Yeah, we're never going to get that. Let's go back to flush again. That's pretty good. Flush is nice and easy. Right, now the other thing here, there's a bunch of mechanics, and I'll try and kind of slowly introduce them. Now, so we have all the types of hands that we can get. It even tells us how many times we've gotten those hands, which is kind of cool. But we can level them up, and what that means is when we level up that type of hand, it's going to increase the amount of points we get for that particular hand. So, for example, if we got the they're all planets. If we got this little planet for full house, because it shows the cards down here, then this will increase the full house points by +2 multiplier and +25 base points. So we really want to kind of, early on it doesn't matter too much, but we're going to want to start figuring out like what jokers are going to benefit what types of hands. And we're going to start wanting to really like hone in on a particular hand that we're going to try and get, and that's going to give us big number go bam. Cool. These don't particularly help us right now, so we're just gonna keep our gold. You get interest, so the more gold you have, you're going to get a percentage more gold at the end of each round. So it can be beneficial not to spend your gold if there's nothing too useful in the shop. Cool. So we need 800 points. Alright, so how are we going to achieve that? So we got a benefit from flushes again. So let's try that. You can see right away we got 3 spades. So let's just get rid of anything that's not a spade. Ooh. Now you can click on your deck or do a little highlight, and it just tells you what's in your deck. I'm just checking for how many of the suits remaining we have in our deck. to choose whether I'm going to go for spades or diamonds. I'm not too sure here. I think spades is probably more likely for us to get. Okay, we need one more spade. Come on, there we go. Very nice. Now we get bonus points for face cards and 3 and 2. That's the jokers we've got. Go ahead and play that. So we get 4 gold because we played a flush. Nice. We nearly got all our points. What do we got left? We've got more clubs than anything else, so let's get rid of anything that's not a club. We're out of discards. Okay, so we can no longer manipulate our hand. I still want to get a flush because that will give us gold. So we're just going to do probably like a little dead hand. So we're just going to play these. It's not going to score us very much, but in the hope that we're going to get more clubs, which we didn't. That's all right. Let's just play these, and there we go. There's our clubs. So we benefit from face cards 2, 5, 4. Yeah. So that should give us our more gold. And more points. And there we go. So we used all our hands there, but we got more gold because we fulfilled the conditions of this. And we got, as you can see, we got 3 interest here. 1 interest per 5. So every 5 gold we have, we get an additional 1. So we had 15, and now we got that times 3 is 3. So we got 3 additional. Okay, straight flush again. Okay, we're not going to get that. At some point, we're probably just going to sell this. This is just to kind of get us a bit of early gold. It's not actually helping us get more points, and it's not a reliable way to get gold, as you'll see. This isn't bad. Heart cards give more multiplier for per card with a heart in it. So we can pick that up. Could make flushes stronger, but we're not leaning too hard into flushes yet. Alright, let's pick up our first tarot card, which is our little item card. And these give really powerful effects. I've been avoiding it for now, because they're not too useful early on. So what do we got? Enhances 2 selected cards, so I could select 2 cards and enhance them into lucky cards. And so a lucky card, as you can see, it has a little indicator to the left of it telling us what lucky cards do. So they have 1 in 5 chance for a plus 20 multiplier, or a 1 in 15 chance to win 20 gold. Otherwise they do nothing. We can create a random joker, which isn't bad. We're still not sure what jokers we want. Or we can double our money. I quite like doubling our money because a max of 20. So we're all, we're making pretty good use of that. We spent 4 gold to open this pack, and now we're going to get 16 out of that. So yeah, 12 is pretty good. Let's do that. So we got a nice, healthy amount of gold. Right, Celestial packs always contain the planet for the most played poker hand. That's going to be useful to us later on. So once we start picking a hand that we're going to play a lot, this means that all of these planet cards are going to be that most played. So in this case, it's going to be flush. So it means our planet cards are going to show flush more often. And it's just going to help us like really hone in on a particular strategy. We're still not sure what we want to do at this point. Straight flush, let's just ignore that. We're not going to get that. Now, we benefit from hearts, face cards, and 2, 3, 4, 5. We're a little bit eclectic. Usually, by now, we've usually honed in on something, but sometimes, RNG, doesn't quite get what you want. We're going to go just for hearts. That's just what we're going to do. There we go. So all of these are going to get multipliers. Also still going to get face cards. These are going to re-trigger twice. Now, that's going to be quite good for us. Because you get +3 multiplier when scored, because they're going to trigger twice, they're going to give multiplier twice for each of these, as you'll see. So bam, bam, and it actually gets triggered twice, so the multiplier goes twice. So we're going to get 6 multiplication for each of those cards that are 2, 3, 4, or 5. Now you're starting to see how we're comboing certain effects to help us. Whether those are much of a muchness. Alright, it seems like flush is good for us. Benefit from a straight. Nah, we're not going to play a straight. Let's open another item card. Right, so we could convert something to a suit. So we could select 3 cards and make them clubs. We benefit from hearts, so we probably don't want to do that. Enhances 2 selected cards to bonus cards, so they give an additional 30 points for using that card. Converts to diamonds, so we could turn these into diamond cards. Creates 2 random item cards, so these are tarot cards. Or turns 1 into a glass card, which is ×2 multiplier, but it has a 1 in 4 chance to be destroyed. None of these are particularly useful for us, so we're just going to pick the Emperor. We're just going to create 2 random ones for us. Nice. I like this a lot. So we got 2 random ones. Remember, we upgraded how many we can hold on to, which is quite useful. And that's going to start helping us now, because we've got more gold now. We can start to afford buying stuff more. And we've got an extra slot for a Joker, so why not? Why not create a random one? Oh, okay. So when blind is selected, create 2 common Jokers, but I must have room. Okay, now I'm full, so that's not going to create anything. But this is not helping us anymore. So we can select it and we can sell it, so we have an additional slot. And this card and this card are really working well together. The re-triggering of that multiplication is great. So I kind of want to see if we can get more random Jokers, because I don't think Scary Face is helping us too much. So I'm going to sell that. And that means that when we start the next round, we're going to get 2 random Jokers from this one. That's what this effect is going to do for us. Sounding like we want to go more towards flush, so we're kind of figuring out the strategy we want to do. So now we can start choosing planets. And the planets are going to level up a particular strategy. So in this case, flush. Let's go ahead and do that. So now our flushes are level 2. So now they're going to give us more chips and more multiplication than they normally would. Cool. I don't think these are going to help us, so let's just go to next round. All face cards are drawn face down. Ah, well, we just got rid of our face things, so that's fine for us. Alright, spades now give a multiplication. Earn 2 gold per discard if no discards are used by the end of the round. Ooh, okay, so we get a lot of gold if we don't discard any cards. That's kind of handy. Okay, so we're benefiting from hearts and from spades and from anything under 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so what do we got here? We got face cards. Let's start getting rid of face cards. Now we have this item here, which is one of the 2 random ones we got. Destroy up to 2 selected cards. So we know these are the face down ones are face cards, is what the boss effect is. We can start getting rid of that. So let's just select these 2, and we're going to use this here. Let's do that. So it's going to destroy them. So we're removing them from our deck. What did we remove? 2 queens. Okay, interesting. A queen of spades and a queen of diamonds. Interesting. Now, if we don't discard, we get a lot of gold. That's kind of good. What I might do in this case, it won't be a flush, but nothing explicitly says flush. We just want to play cards, so we can just do a 2 pair, and the 3s will still get doubled. The hearts and the spades will give more multipliers, so it'll still be a pretty strong hand, I think. Let's just throw out this card. It's probably not going to help us, but it's just kind of getting rid of it. So they get triggered again. The hearts get triggered again. 900. Okay. It might be a little risky for us to try and go for no discards, but we've got 3 more hands, so we might be okay. All right. So our face card is upside down. It might be too hard for us to get this. I don't think this, this is looking pretty abysmal. So let's just discard. So we benefit from spades and hearts, so we might as well keep those. Okay. Let's get rid of those. Let's get rid of those. There we go. Spades and hearts. Obviously we leveled up our flush, so that will help us. But we're not going to get this, so that's okay. We're still getting plenty of gold. Re-rolls cost 2 less. That is handy. So we can re-roll the shop, which will be beneficial at some point. So we might as well... Oh no, we can wait. We can wait to pick that up. But let's definitely get a flush. Upgrade our flush again. And let's buy some more jokers. Let's see what we get. Played cards with club. +7 multiplier. Whoa, okay. That's interesting. Because we have hearts, we have spades, and we have go clubs. So we're going pretty wide. That's not necessarily a good thing. But this is a lot more than +3. That's +7. So maybe clubs might be the way for us to go. So look, we have to get rid of something. Let's get rid of that. And we'll pick that up. And let's take a gamble here. I know I said it wasn't gambling. This is a risk. We're not gambling in the sense of you know, trying to win money off people, but we're going to take a risk in terms of randomness because this creates two random jokers. If we are going to lean harder into clubs and into flushes, maybe we want to sell our spades and hearts and see if we can get something that helps our clubs more. While we're at it, we can pick up a pack. Let's just add another clubs to our deck. We'll do another one. We're going to skip. We want clubs. We want more clubs. Alright, shop has a free joker. Okay, something I have not talked about yet. And honestly, I played this game for a long time without using these effects at all. But you can skip around and get a benefit. Now, we're essentially skipping the reward, so we won't be getting the gold. But sometimes when there are benefits to skipping around that are worth it. Now, a rare joker is a powerful joker. We've only been working with commons and uncommons. So I think it would be worth seeing if we can get a good rare joker. So we're going to skip. And so next time we go into the shop, we're going to get that joker. So now we got to play this one. Gives 5 gold per skipped blind. It's not really too good. Alright, so we'll do our next round. What did we get? Add the number of times poker hand has been played this run to multiplier. It's pretty good. We played flush quite a few times. So it's going to give us +6 multiplier. Still not as good as this, but it's not bad. 1 in 4 chance for each played 8 to create a tarot card when scored. It's pretty good. Alright, so we're only really interested in clubs. That's pretty good. Let's do that. Alright, now we're starting to get a lot of multipliers. This one is much stronger. Alright. That's pretty good. Now. Okay. Alright, yeah, that can work. Create a tarot card if hand is played with 4 gold or less. Okay, so that's gonna start making us a lot of these item cards. But we got 40 gold, so we're gonna want to really spend our money. Let's do it. Alright, we'll buy this. So we had to sell to make room. And now we got to get under 4 gold. 4 or less, we have to get under 5. So let's just start buying things. Re-rolls cost 2 less. That's going to be really useful for us. So now it's 3 instead of 5. Let's go ahead and buy a tarot pack. Let's just start spending our money. Gives more gold. It's not bad, actually. I know we're trying to spend our money, but That's a good amount of money. Yep, flush. That's all we care about. So I'm just going to pick up the flush. And now we can re-roll. Played, face cards, give 5 more. Multiplier. I like this one more. Okay, that don't help us. What else can we get? Increase the rank of up to 2. Increase the rank up to 2 selected cards by 1. Okay, so if something is a 6, then we can upgrade it to a 7. But this does 2 of them. So if we have 2 6s, we can upgrade both of them to 7. Or, you know, whatever we select will be upgraded or put up a rank. So that's pretty handy. We'll buy that. Let's re-roll again. Spades are better. Oh, okay. It's another rare joker. It's pretty good. Okay. So each played card with heart suit gives multiplier 1.5 times multiplier when scored. So instead of plus a multiplier, this will multiply our multipliers per suit. And the suit changes at the end of each round. So right now it's hearts, but it could be something else. That's pretty neat. I don't think we need the 8 ball anymore because we've got this one, which makes a tarot card. Tarot card. Tarot. I don't know. Tarot. So we'll go ahead and get that because that suits our whole suit thing. What else can we get? Converts to spades. Sell this to disable the current boss blind. Okay. Let's sell our supernova and let's buy this. And now we're under 2. So that means we're going to start getting our vagabond going. Alright. Start with 0. Oh no. I should have sold this to deactivate. Okay. That's kind of rough. What do we get? So we can't discard. That's what this boss is. That's kind of rough. What are we gonna do? Ace, 2, 3. We're missing a 4. So can't do a flush. A straight, I mean. Can't do a straight there either. Oh no, we've got this card. Actually, okay. Yeah, let's... We have no discards, so we have to kind of make the best of what we got. So I'm going to use this to increase their rank. So now we've got ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, which will give us a straight. It's something. We didn't get our flush, but it's something. There are some clubs, so we will get clubs, and there are some hearts, and we'll still benefit from this. So it's not a flush, but we still have benefits. Hey, it's pretty good. And we got our tarot card. Spectral cards may appear in any of the Arcana packs. And these are Arcana packs. Okay. They're I hope I'm not overwhelming you, but there's the game is simple, but the more you play, there's more depth. You don't necessarily need to know about that depth, but if we want to push our advantage, then it does help. So spectral cards are super modifiers. They're like really, really strong modifiers. And this is saying that we can get one of those spectral cards in any of these tarot packs, or have a chance to. So that's pretty good. I think we're gonna pick that up. Now we're out of gold, but that's fine. That's kind of where we want to be. Cool. Each played card with a club gives 1.5 clubs. Wow, we're gonna really demolish. Next space station is 3. No, that's fine. Right, so our clubs are really strong right now. And we can now remove cards. Let's remove anything that's not a club. Let's just do those. Oh, whoops, I discarded them. Oops, sorry. I gotta use this ability. Let's discard those. And there we go. We've got all our clubs. Bang. We've got flush level 4 now. That's going to be huge. Wow. Big number. Oh, nice. And we've got a moon card. Converts up to 3 selected cards to clubs. Very nice. Okay. Let's open an Arcana pack. Let's see if we get a... Oh, we did! Those are a bit rough. Create a copy of a random Joker. Destroy all the others. That's great early on. Really, really early on when you only have like one good Joker. Or like, you know, we've only got 2 or 3 Jokers and one of them's really good. You can copy it. That's not the case for us right now. And so you can make them like a rare shiny one. But then, so add polychrome to a random Joker. Destroy all the others. Yeah, we don't want to be destroying all our Jokers. So I think out of out of necessity, we have to double our money. But while we're at it, we'll use our club card, because we can. So you can use items while you're selecting these, which is a nice little fair thing. We're going to double our gold from 2 to 4, because unfortunately they weren't too helpful for us. These are not too helpful. Earn 5 gold if 3 or more face cards are discarded. Played aces, give 20 more chips. This is fine. Alright, so we still want clubs. Let's just get rid of those. There we go, there's our clubs. And it's going to give us another tarot card. This one is hearts, unfortunately, so it's not helping us this time. Oh, we did get the sun, though. Sun. Now it's a spade, okay. So this obviously is changing, so I'm just keeping an eye on what the suit benefit is. Chips, if played hand, contains a flush, plus 80. It's okay. We can pick that up. So we need a slot. Oh, you need to sell destroying the boss. The current boss mine. Oh, okay. I misunderstood that. Okay, I thought about selling it and then picking up this, but in fact we're going to hold on to this for now and we'll sell it during the boss. Let's just buy the Fool. The Fool was quite good. Creates the last tarot or planet card used this run. So in this case it would be doubling our money, which isn't good. But if we use this as our last used tarot card, then the Fool will become a copy of this card, which is good. So it's helpful to just buy a bunch of items. They might not necessarily be good at that particular time, but they are definitely useful. Now we do want to keep our gold down, so let's buy some more planets. Let's keep those flushes coming. We're going to level up our flushes. So our flushes are getting pretty strong, level 6. So if we see now, our flush is worth far more points than a straight flush, just by virtue of the fact that we've been leveling it up. Alright. Let's go into the next round. 1 in 7 cards get drawn face down. That's pretty rough. So we can go ahead and sell this guy, who's going to disable that effect. So now it's just a regular round. What are you? You benefit from spades. You benefit from clubs. So, let's get rid of that diamonds. We're going to turn those into hearts. And now we've got a flush. So we're manipulating things. That's what this game is really all about. It's about manipulating your cards, and that's where I think this is very much not like poker, because you have the ability to make the odds almost entirely in your favor, and it's just how well can you do that is really what the game is all about. Right. Okay. So rerolls cost another 2 less. That's pretty good. Now we have a double money, so we can use that. It's going to give us, put us up to 18. Buy that little effect for us, which is quite handy. Now we can buy another Arcana pack. Let's see. Oh, now that's good. That is good. Okay, we're going to do a whole bunch of things here. So just bear with me. Now, wild cards is what's going to really benefit us. So wild card can be used as any suit. So we're going to modify a card so that it's all suits, which is great with the Ancient Joker. So it doesn't matter which suit we have. This guy's going to benefit, and this guy's going to benefit. So we already like our clubs. So we're going to pick something that's not a club. So we're going to do this spade here. Actually, let's have a look. Yeah, we basically want to reduce ourselves down to 2 suits so that our odds of getting a flush is now 50-50 as opposed to 25%. So we're going to turn that spade into a wild card. So now this is, it looks like a spade, but if you see that little graphic here, it's actually now a wild card. So this is every suit. And we're going to use the full to copy that so we can make another wild card. So now we've turned 2 of our spades into wild cards. And this is where we really start getting into that manipulation. Now, the red seal, add a red seal to one selected card in your hand, re-trigger this card 1 time. Now, we've already got a re-trigger, and this will trigger on every suit. So we're gonna start really stacking our bonuses. So if we put a red seal on this 4, it's every suit, it gets triggered by this, and then it gets triggered again by the red seal. So that's going to be great for us. These are not too useful. Let's just see what the playing cards have for us. Okay, so we have some shiny ones, but they are diamonds, but we could change. Oh, it's a gold. Yeah, we could change that. Let's just pick this up, and we could change its suit if we want to. We could turn this into a wild card, and then it's got +2 multiplier, earn 3 gold when it's played, all sorts of good stuff. So let's jump into the next round. I'm excited to see that 4 now. That 4 is going to be great. Benefit from clubs. So these are really not useful. That's now. We will get rid of everything but the hearts. Because we can still get a heart flush. Which isn't as good, but we can do it. Actually, we got level 6 flush, so actually it's... right, but we need to get up to 11,000. So it's really starting to scale. We got an awesome... the wild card from our Vagabond. So let's go ahead and use that on him. And so now this guy is now a club, in addition to all of its other suits. Yeah, it's all the suits. So if I play all these, that's a flush now, even though that looks like a diamond. So that's cool. That's going to trigger on both of these and on this. So that's going to get real out of hand. Wow. We are 125,000 points. Oh, it's if you don't find that satisfying, I don't know. I don't know what will. Cool. These are not too helpful, so let's just keep those. We just want to get more wild cards. Wild cards are really going to be what helps us. So we can do the full, which copies the last card we used, which was a wild card. So go ahead and do that. And we're out of mana. Cool. Away we go. Next round. Alright. We're still interested in clubs, primarily. So, and we have almost a lot of hearts. So let's start getting rid of diamonds now as well. So let's get rid of... Let's turn this diamond into a wild card. And let's upgrade these. Why not? That'll just give us extra points. No, that doesn't mean too much right now, but it is good. Yeah, let's get rid of all those. Let's get our clubs. Oh, man, I could have turned that into a wild one. Oh, well. That's fine. So, this will now trigger on this. Because it's a spade. And it will also trigger on this. Glass card, okay. Glass cards can be useful. Glass cards I use to get rid of something, but still benefit from it. So it will give us a 2 times multiplier, but then it has a chance to be destroyed. So we could say, like, we were trying to get rid of diamonds, but we'll get a 2 times multiplier on it. Those are not particularly useful. Let's keep these cards coming. Create a random rare joker, sets money to 0. Well, we've only got 4, so that's actually it's not a bad thing. So I'm willing to spend 4 gold to get another rare joker. Rare jokers is what it's all about. Rare jokers will really define your playstyle. Oh! That's huge. Oh, wow. So we randomly got a fantastic one. 2 times multiplier if hand contains a frosh. Awesome. Awesome. So that's not like +7. This doubles our multiplier. That's great. So these two work really well. So we double it, and then we multiply it even further to get an even big multiplier. Our number is getting huge. Alright, first hand is drawn face down. Oh, that's a bit rough, but that's okay. I'm going to do something really cheeky here. So you can change your ordering by rank and suit. I still don't know what it is, but if I recall, I think diamonds and hearts are on the left, and clubs and spades are on the right. So I'm going to discard all these. Yeah, right. These are all hearts. That is a wild one. I don't know what this is. I can be a bit cheeky. But is it worth it? No. Alright, let's just get rid of these. Okay, these are diamonds. Okay. Well, I don't know if this is a clubs. So let's just get rid of those. Oh yeah, cool. So those are our clubs. We don't want to burn these, so let's not turn them into glass. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're doing real nice. Real nice. Oh wow, we got a shiny one. And 1 gold at the end of round per unique planet card used this run. That's not good for us. Because we've only put our planet cards into 1. So that's fine, we can just ignore that. We don't really care about increasing our rank. We do want to get our gold under 4, so let's just have a look at if there's any jokers here. Planet cards are free. That's interesting. Add sell value. That's also interesting. But are they more interesting than what we currently have? These are both great, but I think what we currently have is fine. +7 per club. So if all remaining clubs 5 times 7 is god math 35. So no, this is not better than what this could potentially be. That's +18 for the sell value of each of our jokers owned, which is not respectable. So we'll just skip that. Oh yeah, we'll do the Arcana pack. That's quite good. Now, bonus cards. We're really interested in wild. So the stone card doesn't help us at all because it converts it into something with no rank and no suit, which is not useful to us at all. Let's just sell the stone card. Glass cards are okay. And then let's get 2 random ones. Lucky and double. Yeah, alright, sure. Next round. None of these help us. Let's get rid of our diamonds. Nice, we got bang, that will do. Now I could make these lucky cards. And that gives us a chance to make them better. Yeah, wow, that gave us plus 20 multiplier. That's pretty good. Cool. How are we doing? How long have we gone for? We've gone for quite a while. This is a really long video. I'm sorry this is taking so long. But you know what? We're almost there. We might as well finish our run. But I totally understand if you wanted to pause and pick this up later on. This has gone a bit longer than I thought it would. I'm having fun. I'm enjoying this. Random, destroy, convert. I do like convert. Death is great. I love death. Select 2 cards. Convert the left card into the right card. Death is very strong. Because essentially, if we have a really powerful card, like for example our friend here with the red seal in the wild, we could turn another card we don't really care about into another copy of this. But none of these... Gold seal's not bad, but we don't care about gold. We're benefiting from not having gold. So in this case, let's just turn a diamond one into... It's tempting to do that. Into another lucky one. Another lucky club. But I think we're better off triggering twice. So let's just turn our diamond into a jack into a 2. Because ironically, it's great for us. Yeah. Oh, maybe we should have doubled our money first. Oh, well. That's fine. Let's just go into the next round. Alrighty. Alright. We do already have a flush. Diamond. Let's just sell these. I don't think they're too helpful for us. Although, getting rid of a spade card could be useful for us. So let's do that. So this has a chance to be broken. But will benefit us. That's fine. Ah, nice. We got another death. That's huge. Let's discard all our hearts. I haven't seen that really useful before. I'm going to dig for it. Yeah, there it is. So, convert the left card into the right card. So, convert the left card into the right card. So, the left card is what we want to convert the left card into the right card. Okay, so that should... There we go. Oh. That's going to do great. So these are going to re-trigger multiple times. Oh. Huge. Okay, 1 in 2 chance to create a tarot card when any booster pack is on. Yeah, it's fine. We're getting tons of tarot cards. Multi diamonds. Yeah, sure. We should have doubled our money first. I keep forgetting to do that. We can upgrade these just cause. And multi. So +4 malt if they're scored. Let's just upgrade those ones. Just cause. Oh yeah, wild card, totally. We want wild card. We don't even care about the other ones, even if they look good on paper. They're not benefiting our strategy. Cards played previously this ante are debuffed. Ooh, yeah, that's a bit rough. Okay, that's fine. We can get rid of... Oh, no, we do want a club. What are we? Hearts. Maybe hearts is not bad. Let's go ahead and play that. So this will benefit. Wow, okay. We're doing quite well for ourselves. No. Oh, a spectral pack. Converts all cards into a single suit. That's tempting. Because what are we? We've got a lot of spades here. Only one club. We would lose our... Oh no, I think it still stays as a wild card. Yeah, I don't think we'd be losing the wild card status. There is a chance that these could all turn into clubs. And I'm willing to take that chance. Damn it. Oh well. Alright. Flush. We're doing fine. Doesn't matter. Another free joker. What would we even get? I'm willing to see what that is. Because we could still sell this. This is good, but we could potentially get something better. Because this is only benefiting from clubs. What are we at now? Let's still try go for clubs. There we go. 3-6 of clubs. I mean, if it works. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Emperors, turn them into multi. That's not bad. Let's go for diamonds here. I did not get it. So this gets diamond benefit. Nice. Yeah, sure. Let's turn those into multi. And let's turn this one into steel. Steel is, if it's not played, you get a 1.5 times multiplier. It's actually quite good. So you want to put on something you don't want to play. Oh, I just... Oops. That's fine. We still got our flush. Whoops, I discarded instead of playing. It happens. We're doing fine. Alright, what do we get? Uncommon jokers each give 1.5 times multiplier. Well, we would sell an uncommon to get it. So that's... we'd only get 1.5. That's not actually that good. Damn. That's alright. Come on, wild. We could convert. I like destroying. Thinning your deck is a fantastic way to get your more powerful cards more often. What do we get? Creates a tarot card when discarded. I like it. Next round. We're almost there. Heart cards are debuffed. Oh no, that gets our because it is all suits. So our wild card is going to get debuffed. But I honestly think it's fine. Let's turn these into lucky cards, because then they have a chance to give us gold or more. That wasn't a flush. Oh, does it lose its it's not its suit anymore. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. So if I do this, yeah, okay, that's rough for us. So because it's debuffed, it's lost all of its effects, so it's no longer all suits. So I have to do this one. So this, ow, that really turned off our strategy. That's okay. Doesn't matter. I'm doing perfectly fine. Lucky, no, we don't really care about that. Let's upgrade our flushes more. Standard pick. I don't care about stones. I'm going to sell that to give us one more gold so that we can get another standard pack. And we care about clubs, specifically of the 2, 3, 4, 5 variety. And we're almost there. This is our last little bit. Let's get rid of these. So diamonds. bad. Not bad. Destroys 5 cards, gain 20. Well, I like it. Oh, we could get another wild card, but let's thin our deck even further. Boom. Yes, we lost the rare one, but we're going to be getting our better cards more often, and that's more worth it. These, yeah, no, they weren't too helpful, were they? Let's see if we get some good cards. Yeah, the buffed club, sure. Let's skip the others. Let's roll. I like this card a lot. It's not going to help us now, but the first hand of the round is a single 6, destroy it, and create a spectral card. As I said, thinning your deck is great. We like thinning our deck. Retrigger all cards held in hand. No, that was the one that wasn't too useful. We're just trying to get under 4. And yeah. Yep. Convert to clubs. We don't need to. We can just play all those. Oh, we didn't have a space for another card though. That was a bit silly. Should have sold one of these. Or used them. Ah, well. It's fine. We're almost there. Yeah, double planet. Nice and simple. Upgrade our flush. Upgrade our flush. And next round, final one. Flips and shuffles all jokes. Ah, that's fine. It doesn't matter what order they're in, really. Okay, let's turn you into a steel, because we're not going to play you. Let's upgrade your rank, just to increase its points ever so slightly. We can hold on to the club converter. Play all these. We're going to get our points. It's not optimal, but it's fine. Double our money. That's not too helpful. Let's convert all these into clubs. And now let's play all of them. Nice. And we win. Now, there is endless mode, which is a lot of fun. So if we wanted to see how far we could really take this, you can totally keep playing. It's a good bit of fun. But yeah, that's Balatro. Obviously, this is the kind of game where we got quite lucky, and I'm probably quite familiar with the mechanics. But you can just do a quick run and then just turn it off, and you've had your bit of fun. So yeah, I realized that was an hour. That was quite long, but this is a great game, and it runs on phone, tablet, Mac, PC, Linux, anything. Just a fun little lightweight game that you can boot up, and there's lots of ways to mix it up. You can increase the difficulty. You can start with different types of decks. With all sorts of different bonuses. I mean, we just had one that had an extra discard, which is just simple and easy to wrap your head around, but there are some where you can really push it. You could have more jokers or stuff like that. So yeah, this is a cool game. I really recommend it. It's a really, really popular, well-received indie. So yeah, let me know what you think. I have some more ideas of games I want to show. So I'll keep pumping these out, whether you watch them or not. It's for my own interest to kind of catalog games that I've found interesting, and that I'm quite drawn to these games that make you think, but get you into a nice flow state. You're not under any kind of skill or time or speed pressure. You can take your time. You can pick what you want. And they're lightweight, they're very cleverly designed, but they're not these AAA giant, graphically intense sorts of games. They're just cute, small little clever packages, which I think is just awesome design. So yeah, I want to keep kind of reviewing these sorts of games. So keep an eye out for the next one.